Everyone, welcome back to Jaraci Cup 15. We're really going on a Group D bonanza here. The last games that Cookies played, of course he played, 3 series at most in the group stage. So here he is playing Coalition against SickIGN and Soban. And we've got them both in chat, which is always a delight. Let's go ahead and check our info.txt. Fortunately, it was not SickIGN who made it, so it's actually going to look good. So, yeah, it looks like Cole versus Soban, both games, and first game, Cookie's gonna grab KT ult. Kind of an interesting pick, because, you figure this would be pretty good for the Soban player. It's a very, very good railgun map, very long, very open. But, we'll see. It might be that Cookies has something planned. Of course, you remember he picked Shallows into Cool, which on paper should be a good map for him, but he had a plan going in, and he stomped that game, so might be a similar thing here. Ah, you wanted him to go rails. Bombers, is that the play? Well, it worked against Cool, so... I keep hitting the sensors thing here. Sometimes this happens in-game. You, hit this on accident, and it's very bad. Yeah. This map is great. You know what would make this map even better, though? I'm not even gonna say it. Yeah, the thing about Kartova is that it's very much like Gaussian territories, except it's got the big blocker in the middle, so... If you can be, if your macro is better, if you can flank better, then you're going to be very, very happy on this map, but... Otherwise, it's very open, it's very, straightforward, so... I've typically picked it as, an aggressive map to go rail rush, and I'm thinking actually maybe that's not the best call, because it isn't, a really big micro map, you know what I mean? It's more it's more about the macro, it's about having the good positioning on the map. So... It's only slightly unequal, the way that the Kartova is, divided, not quite down the middle, but, whatever. Most maps have some pretty bad imbalance in DOK, actually, so we're not gonna pick hairs about that. Pick hairs? Is that even an expression? I don't know what I'm saying. Probe goes out here for Cookies, so he is going to see the 2 base timing from his opponent. This was a base runner retire for SickIGN. Yeah, frankly, terrible. This map would be better if it had Morbius in it, I'm just saying. Yeah, I don't know why, I always hear that whenever the carrier is selected. Well, now he won't say the line, of course. There we go for carrier. It is going to be fighting gunship tech here for Cookies. Of course, on Jaraci you can get that carrier production upgrade without having to tech AVs or rails, so he can get that set up too. Go for support. Oh. Evil. Yeah, probes can fly over, line of sight blockers, and it just makes them literally invulnerable to anything that needs line of sight. Which, again, for some reason LAVs do, so... This looks a little goofy, but it works. Oh, he left the cover of his, Kartova. Ah. What a choke. What a choke. Anyway, fighting gunship tech is done. Looks like it's going to be a gunship first because there are a bunch of LAVs out on the field. SickIGN's teching their armor already. So he's going to have a bit more survivability, but still the gunship will really just tear them to pieces here. So you'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. As this is teching the carry production upgrade, I would probably be going AVs already just because... Oh, it looks like he's going to do railguns. I wouldn't do that. Bombers. Whoa, spicy. Well, fair enough. But either way, you've got a bit of time before you can really build anything, so it's good to just get a tech. And I think AVs are very flexible here. Bombers is a bit risky, but if it works, it's going to be very spicy, so... Production upgrade is finished. This looks like it's going to be a support cruiser, so we'll try to jump up on the 3 base. There's the gunship, and I have a feeling we're about to watch a bunch of people die. And these are actually on vision. When the gunship launches, it gives you its vision before it leaves the carrier. It just doesn't show you that you have it, so... Yeah, he knows where to go. And SickIGN trying to split here. He's actually done pretty well. It's these two alone. They're going to boost and try and get out now. But this gunship sure did be hurting. Kills 2 so far, gets all the health bars quite low. Doesn't finish any kills, but these guys... Or, well, that's not true. Killed 2, but still, these guys are going to have to go back home and heal up now, or else they're just going to get eaten up next time. And railguns are out for SickIGN too, which is not good, because, you know... there's bomber tech done already, and he's even building one, so... These railguns are really just going to have a huge target on their heads. But it's true, the railguns didn't get seen. That is true. Still though, yeah, exactly. This is great for Cookies because he just has total field control now. Oh my gosh, this is actually happening. Is this gonna like hide them on the corner of the map? Well, Kartopa's a pretty big map. You can actually do this on this map, so you know, fair play. I'll just go out to the corner and hide. That's funny. Yeah, we'll see if it works, but that is actually really funny. AV Fab on the way for SickIGN. And that's probably to get missile batteries out. Little trade here goes the way of Cookies as well. And again, full field control, right? I mean, your opponent's not going to be out here when you have air, not until he gets something to counter, so... Oh my gosh. That would explain why missile battery tech is so late. There it is. Gunship's still looking. Again, there's no anti-air here, so this is... Even, like, here, you're not allowed to be here. Which feels a bit restrictive because it is. Gunship is chonking away, gets a couple more kills here. He's actually out of ammo, so probably best you just dock now, but he does have the double bomber coming up, which is going to kill off this SC unless it's already moving. There it goes. Yeah, I do have to say, like, SCAA, maybe you get it if it's, like, the only choice you've got, but you really don't want to have to. It's not very good in this kind of scenario. And, I don't know, the game feels like it's pretty much over already, to be honest with you. This is not unwinnable, but it's certainly not good. It's certainly not good. Yeah, and Vanilla just freaking smacked, but not so powerful in Jaraci. It's very, very good in late game scenarios where you've got like a bunch of support cruisers with your army, but I don't really favor it in other situations. It's also really good if you're Phoenixio and you have 20 support cruisers, but you're probably losing that game anyway in that case, you know? You know what else would be good here, though, is actually the heavy vehicles upgrades, so that you can survive a bit more with the missile batteries and like keep one at each base with the SCAA. It's probably not going to stop the double bombers, but at least it'll maybe kill one of them. It'll certainly stop the gunship as well. Plus, make you a little bit more tanky against these LAVs, and you can build some AVs as well to answer. Mortar could be used here. It's gonna be the close range shot, gets 1 kill, takes these 2 low. Looks like the base runner actually went down, but he had gotten his extract out. Gunship finds the LAVs though, so he is gonna pay for this. And this is really how you want to use gunships, right? Just make your opponent pay whenever he moves out across the field. You just don't want to lose them. Uh-oh. Well, he did lose them, and he found the railguns. So he does kill a railgun there, but he loses a gunship, so that's unfortunate. Yeah, sometimes they just throw them all out across the map. Ah, I see. Yeah, they revealed themselves shooting at the base runner. Aha. Looks like this SC is dead. Well, it does have plus 100 hull. Oh my gosh. It lived. I take it all back. Well, like I was saying, support cruisers will live if they're moving, so... This gunship, however, actually can finish the kill. Normally gunship's not being tasked to kill cruisers, but it can do it in this case because it's so low. And, yeah, this SC will die. Skadoosh. And if I were him, I'd actually bring the gunship around and try and hit these LAVs. That looks like what he's doing. This is a bit awkward. The carrier is really, really bad at maneuvering to put down logistics modules, so if you tell him to put one down out of range, it'll pretty much just never happen. I don't know why. It's just how it is. Yeah, nothing's changed, nothing's changed. Actually, all of Cookie's games have felt pretty samey, I have to say. He's been doing a very, very consistent strategy, but it's because it's working. These railguns here have no anti-air cover, by the way, but the real target looks like gonna be the LAVs here. Replays are up for another series, by the way, between Shrike and Void Warrior, so we're gonna watch that next. And these rails for Cookies do have Mag XL now. They ain't Savon rails, but they are sure pretty good. And there's a lot more of them, so that's the other deal. Still no Mag XL from SickIGN as well. Nope, nope. Ain't happening, man. You'd like that, wouldn't you? Bomber's gonna come in here for a hit on the LAV, or sorry, on the railguns, which it will get. This bomber actually tries for the LAVs, but it only gets one, so... Yeah, bomber's typically not terribly good at hitting LAVs. Sometimes it happens, but not this time. Still, though, they didn't take any losses and they killed a bunch of railguns, so that feels pretty good. And when you have this many railguns, you start to reach a point where your rails are actually able to fight LAVs on their own, which is ridiculous, but it happens. So, would be good at this timing to try and unlock the carrier and get him out here for some frontline healing as well. But not to mention the frontline production is pretty good too. And yeah, again, you can see this railgun fight's not going very well for SickIGN. I don't think he's killed any yet. Although these two are both at 10 health, which is what happens when rails have high ground on them and shoot them twice, I think. Maybe it's 3 times. Yeah, you can see these LAVs actually doing a pretty good job of dying. Oh! 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 R.I.P. to the legend, you know? Nice shot, Kevin. Still very awkward, he can't put down this logistics module, but he's putting down more in the meantime, so it doesn't seem to matter too much. Looks like ACAA teching for SickIGN here, but I don't really understand why. Assault cruisers are not going to be any good here, because there's already bombers out, and there's, oh, I see. Yeah, there's already bombers out, and there's all these railguns, so ACs are just going to be food. Well, you know what, it's not even going to happen. They don't have time to be food, because the carrier's already dead. There's a bit of a hill there, but it looks like DOK decided he should be able to shoot through it, so... So yeah, there you go. Let's jump on to game 2. And for Cookies, that puts him at 5 already. 5 wins. So I mean, he's very much in the upper bracket. There's no question about that. But this one's for all the marbles, right? Because he'd go for the undefeated group stage. So, you know, you'll love to see it. This is SickIGN's pick. They are. I was only informed like a couple days ago that if you watch the railguns closely, when they hit something, the round will go through the target and like refract and hit the ground next to it. So freaking cool. I love that. It's like it's the most sick thing. Anyway, yeah, we'll see what happens this time. 2 on RUs already, so this is probably AAVs or something, but like, he's not retiring, so I don't know. Yeah, well, I mean, I've been playing this game since 2016, and I didn't notice until A-Game, like, mentioned it in passing, like, the other day. It's BR inventory. Hey, let's go. All right, he's gonna try some nonsense. You know what? I'll just say this: like, if you're 5-1 in the group stage, or 5-0 in the group stage, you might as well try some nonsense, right? Because even if you go 5-1, oh no. You know what I mean? It's not a big deal. So, I like this, actually. You didn't need to be careful, though, because the Saban base runner can answer it pretty nicely with TJs, but it looks like SickIGN's retired that, so that's not going to happen. Socking and Kokies. Very good, very good. I love all this chatter, though. I love this. Remember when I did the 24-hour live stream? We've got another one that's gonna happen when Homeworld 3 releases, by the way, but I can't exactly give you a date until, you know, Homeworld 3 is like has a release date announced. Yeah, we had like 50 people on at the same time at some point. It was insane. It's just fun to see the chat going crazy, you know. You don't get that every day, so. Yeah, you might have been corrupted by anti-Christian virtues. You know, if I were cookies, I would build more base runners. That's clearly what he needs. Yeah, I might honestly do that too. I will. No, I still plan on playing DOK, but we're certainly going to be a lot less consistent on it than we were when Homeworld 3 releases. I really, really hope that the multiplayer is good. But I have a feeling it will. We'll find out. The thing is just that, like, I'm pretty sure that BBI is interested in supporting the competitive scene in a way that they never did for DOK, so... That's what I'm really interested in. Well, yeah, that's a given. That's a given. No offense to Receiver 2, fun game, but I mean, I've gotta maximize the Homeworld 3 hype train while I can. You know how it is. A couple LEVs are out here, by the way, but they will not stop the triple extract. Problem is for cookies, this is not the kind of map where you can just carry a rush, because, you know, it's College Seath, so. Ah, that's what he meant by bad words, huh? Well, you know, accurate, to be fair. I don't know, like, maybe he goes mobility and actually tries it, but I think it would not work, so. Uh-oh. LEV stray a little too close to the sun there, get hit by this turret. Yes, yes. Us DOK players, we're the OGs, you know? By the way, I mentioned this in the game with Cool, but you can actually, like, fight the turrets once you have AAVs out. Oh no, this is so bad. Okay, there we go. Turret's finally sitting down, but you could have extracted. Oh no. Oh, this is not good. It might still. The AAVs don't have line of sight for a second. Oh my goodness. He's not actually driving straight into the circle, so he's losing a bit of time there as well, but I don't think he would have made it either way. Oh, why'd you drop this turret down? Yeah, no, that base runner definitely would have extracted if it weren't for the turret, so... Ouch. Anyway, yeah, there's only one mobility upgrade for both Coalition and Soban. It actually replaces Power 2, so... This is not the most obvious thing, but Systems 3 is Power Reserves 3 from Vanilla. Or, sorry, Systems 2 is Power Reserves 3. So it gives you 3 power, not 2. Anyway, mobility is actually a really big deal, though, because the carriers are very, very slow until they upgrade that. So yeah, it's actually a very big impact, and there's only one of them. If you want to rush the nuke, you can skip it, but if you want to have your carrier be effective, it's really best to get mobility first. This is gonna be AV fed for Cookies. Problem for him is that although he does have a lot of turrets out, these AVs are gonna be quite powerful on the field. So, you know, they will kill these turrets and then they're gonna drive up onto the main base. What he can do is try and drop a turret down over here, but still, AVs have proven themselves recently to be very, very good at handling this kind of thing. So, yeah, he's gonna need to get some AVs of his own, and he's gonna need to get them stat. So it's worth getting? Yes, carry mobility is definitely worth getting. Actually, these AVs getting pathed out to mid, but that's very dangerous, because he knows he doesn't have the numbers advantage there. These are armor 3, by the way, so... yeah. You're not going to fight them in the midfield. He's doing the thing! He's just driving his carrier out like a madman. I kind of like it, even though I hate it, you know? It's hard to explain. Would be good still to, I think, drop a turret post down here, maybe even put one over here, and then you have a bit of defense on the main. Maybe putting one here, though. Oh, yes, yes, it gives you power 2 as well. Yeah, it replaces power reserves, too. It just also gives you 13 speed, where the others give you 1 speed and 150 hit points. So yeah, good tech. You definitely want to get it if you can. Yeah, you know, this could actually work for Cookies. We do have Railgun Fab on the way for SickIGN, which is unfortunate for him, but... maybe it could still work. It's just, again, it's College Teeth, it's such a long map. It takes forever to get around here. And you could always just be setting up 3-base, so you are going to... oh, okay, that's true. If you can just cover the extracts. If you can get 3 base runners out and pick up all 3 of them, then that would do some. That would actually be a potential win condition, right? Although it's unfortunate, this base runner here can actually just grab one and ruin the strategy. SickIGN doesn't seem to be aware of it, though. Yeah, these BRs need to get moving if they want to do that. This probe is not really a very high priority. What is it like raining where he lives? Confidence, you know? Confidence. Yeah, no, you really want to build another base runner here so that you can have the win condition. Because otherwise this is kind of a wet noodle push. BCs are good though. Actually, he's pop blocked too. That might be the reason he's not. What is going on here? I don't know. It's not my job to ask questions. Yeah, problem is that there are already railguns out, and that not only answers the carrier, but it answers the BCs too. So, but with good smoke micro, he can get this extract out and still net himself an advantage that way. But I think SickIGN is prepared. He's not going to be able to win like this. There's the first smoke. BR is still on the way. Yeah, you want to just keep the AVs with it, even if you lose the fight. But it looks like he's going to back out. He does have a fairly powered carrier, but this is not like the most powerful you've ever seen. It's only 2 artifacts and like no upgrades, so... carrier taking fire too. Oh boy. I don't think this looks very good for Cookies. Remember, carriers before they get the mobility upgrade are very easy to run down as well, so he might actually just already be dead here. He should be taking this already. It would be nice to see a marked target being used as well. These are sub-1 rails, of course, but looks like not going to be the case. And these base runners painfully slow, trying to limp their way out of here, but... what a loser. But yeah, this is full route here for Cookies. However, he can hope to like hide behind this dune and jump up on top of the railguns. That's maybe the way that he can play this. Now he's getting shot on the run out though. That's not very good. Uh-oh. Yeah, you gotta jump now, because I think the game's gonna end here pretty soon if you're not careful. Yeah, smoke the AVs, jump on the railguns. That's gotta be the key. You can't get it though. These do have magnets still now, by the way. I agree with the Scara. Yeah, the window to jump on the rails is kind of over now, because you're not going to be able to fight the AVs, and that's kind of the last chance, so... I don't see him getting away here, but again, he had the money to get mobility, and then he'd maybe be, like, here by now, so... That's pretty unfortunate. That too. And that might not win him the game, but at least it would buy him some time, so... Yeah, SC gonna fall right as it spawns, which is always unfortunate. These AVs should just spawn out and smoke immediately, because they're in some serious trouble right now. There's the smoke. Yes, yes. Hey, SickIGN remembered what marked target is. Very good, very good. You love to see it. You love to see it. And that is the game. SickIGN takes it. Tell you what that's bad news for is Cool, who's now gonna have to, like, now he really has to 2-0 SickIGN or else he's just out. But Cookie's gonna be fine. He takes first place in the group, and that will get him a nice seating in the upper bracket. Well, there you go. I think we have one more series to cast today, but thanks for watching this one. We'll move on. There's nothing left for us here. Let's go.